Robbers storm a consignment shop in Pleasant Hill, and they get more than they bargained for because a worker was armed and ready to act.
Another in a series I like to call Because You Won't Hear It in the Mainstream Media. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like channel, like content, what I do here, you can support me with the link. Everything is appreciated. PSA for my Connecticut residents. If you plan on getting your Connecticut pistol permit, please get the training completed before July 2024, because then after that, it becomes longer, harder, and more expensive for no other reason to disincentivize you from getting your permit to then purchase a firearm. For those of you who have your permits, watch that expiration date. Do not rely on the state to send out that renewal notice. Because once again, if you let that expire, you got to go through the new training course. Let's talk about this now. And this, once again, is a feel-good story and another blessing for the Second Amendment and why it exists. And this happened, this December 12th. But a jewelry store or a consignment store that sells jewelry in Pleasant Hill, California, was the target of an attempted smash and grab. Now, you saw a little bit of the video. I want to go ahead and give you some more context. Let's go ahead and watch that.
Yeah, these guys probably didn't expect to stare down the barrel of a gun after they invaded this consignment shop. They were back outside in less than 30 seconds.
I showed him my gun and I told him to stop it. I have a gun.
This is the moment a group of would-be robbers came face to face with 73-year-old Albert Marcou's .38 caliber revolver.
They ran because they saw my gun and I was, serious about it. They panicked and they ran out.
It happened Monday afternoon at Estates Consignments on Contra Costa Boulevard in Pleasant Hill, which sells jewelry, rings, and watches. Surveillance video shows this woman walking through the store. Marcou says she was a scout, scoping out all the security cameras while on the phone with the young men. Here you see the woman walking out and stalling, trying to keep the security guard from shutting the door to let her friends in. But they force the door open and bum rush their way inside. One guy's carrying a sledgehammer. After a worker screams, Marcou makes his way to the jewelry section, as do the intruders. Marcou then pulls out his gun. The group scatters out of the shop and climb into two Infiniti Q50s, one white, the other black. But almost immediately, a Pleasant Hill police cruiser pulls up right behind them. I've learned that's because the white Infiniti is stolen and triggered a license plate reader alert. Despite the quick police response, those Infinitis took off and the intruders escaped. Marcou says perhaps with their lives.
If they threaten my life or my life of the employees, I would use the gun, 100%.
He says he keeps his revolver on him inside the store because of recent similar incidents. This video shows two men smashing display cases and stealing jewelry at the Home Consignment Center in Danville a week ago.
I didn't want to shoot anybody, right? But I have to make a statement. Too many bad things happened. Stores get robbed left and right.
The intruders have yet another reason to consider themselves lucky. Tiger, Marcou's German Shepherd, happened to be at the groomers that day.
I have a message for all the business owners to take example and fight for themselves, because if you don't fight for yourself, nobody will.
Heard that and you saw that. You can see right away it was a setup, and they felt it too. And good for them for being aware and profiling this woman as she went through the store. Because obviously she was let's call her the lookout for the gang that then come in and try and rob. But once again, man pulled out his Second Amendment and without firing a shot, which is very interesting because I did a story on another jewelry store that was a part of a smash and grab. And so they say the employee, it may have been the owner, pulled out a gun and actually squeezed off a couple before the robbers retreated. This guy didn't have to do so, and that's just wonderful. My only, I want to use the word worry, is that This is California. And I hate to think that this guy, because California's upside down. You remember he did a story on a man who was being literally a home invaded. Right at his front door, he pulled out a gun and he opened fire on the criminals. And then they pulled his concealed carry permit, claiming that he was basically harsh with the police. This is California. So my only concern is that hopefully nothing untoward goes against this owner who pulled the gun. But I applaud him. Once again, this is why it exists. And of course, you always have to put in devil's advocate and throw in, what if he were not armed? What if he didn't have a gun? What story would we be reading today? It probably would have just been a smash and grab, because that's the big thing in California, because there are no consequences. This is Newsom's soft on crime policies and all that George Soros-backed DAs who won't prosecute people like this. Because I guarantee you, if they catch up with these people, once again, it's going to be long rap sheets, all kinds of criminal activity that they basically never got held accountable for. But I say kudos to this man. This needs to happen each and every time. But while we're saying this, Connecticut, along with other states, are making it harder and harder for the average citizen to get a concealed carry permit to then protect themselves, which is really bizarre. It's upside down. They let the criminals get over, and then they get over on the law abiding. But applause to this man, did what he had to do. I'm glad he didn't have to fire the gun. You really don't want to go out with the intentions of hurting people. You don't, but you got to protect your life and the people around you. Okay? And do what you got to do. But applause for this man. That's why the Second Amendment exists, on top of other things. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.